only one place to start the show today, and it's at the Grammys, where Afrobeat singer Temilade Okpeniyi shines bright like a diamond. That is after picking up her second career Grammy trophy, this time for the Best African Music Performance category with her love track, Love Me Jeje. The celebrated singer, who went to the event with 2 nominations, with the second being in the Global Music Album category, words of competition from other Afrobeat acts including Burna Boy, a combination of Asake and Whiskey, and another combination of Chris Brown, Davido and Lil J. She received her trophy in company of her mother and other close associates. Meanwhile, reactions and commendations continue to pour in for the now undisputed Afrobeat queen, Tems. Compatriot and fellow contender for the Grammy trophy, Davido gave a shout out to her and Chris Brown on his X account. He describes his friend Chris Brown as the greatest of all time and Tems as a queen. Others have also congratulated the singer, including President Tinubu, who commends the singer for her unique artistry, which has brought pride to Nigeria on the global stage for the second time. For more on the Grammys, I am now being joined on the program by Sheila O, the host of Afro Zones and a Recording Academy member who was at the event hours ago. Thank you, Sheila, for joining us again. Last night was electrifying as again the world celebrates the best of music. Have you been able to catch some rest? The event literally finished just hours ago.
Yes. I am so awake, waiting for you, Abida, because I had so much to report to you. So no, I haven't slept yet, but I still look good. So let's do this.
Oh yes, of course you still look as good as always. And yes, again, we are ready to take your report now. But we can only start from one place, and that is what a big night it was for Tems. And just like from my message to you when we spoke, you called it during our last conversation. What about that song made you feel it was head above other nominations?
The song was globally recognized. Tems put her foot into it. And the beautiful thing about Tems is in her own lane, doing her own thing. It's like a new version or new vibe for Afrobeats. Even the same thing with Rema's album, He Is. They're just doing their own thing. They're like electrifying the whole Afrobeat movement and just making it more consumable. And that's why I knew that she was going to pick this up. And I hope you show the clip, Bidemi, because I did call it, as in, I knew that the way the song was recognized and well received by the world, it just made sense. It was just a comfortable choice for the Grammys. I knew her peers would see what she's done with that great song, and I was like, nah, she gonna get this for Love Me Jeje. So shout out to Tems, man, for making this happen. Shout out to the original artist, behind it as well, for giving her the track to you. So it was just fantastic. And with regards to Chris Brown, I did call him too as well. And, but he won the Best R&B Album for 2025 Grammy Awards for his 1111 Deluxe album. So that was great. So we also kind of had some recognition on that album because there are 2 Afrobeat songs on that album. One of them is with Davido, and the other one is Sensational with Davido and Lil J. So they do have recognition. They might not have won, because it's the best album, but at least their tracks were on the album that won the best R&B for the Grammys 2025. So yes, a win all around, and we brought the trophy home. So shout out to Tems again.
Shout out to Tems. And as a matter of fact, we must give you your credit. Let's play back how you called it the last time we spoke.
Home. I'm rooting for all of them, but if in my mind, I feel like this might be picked up by. This is just me. I like to speak my truth. Is what I do for a living. But I feel like this year it might come to Tems with Love Me Jeje.
All right, that was you calling it. Congratulations to you on being spot on. But about Davido and contributing to 2 tracks on Chris Brown's award-winning album. I'm aware that he's not eligible for a trophy because he didn't contribute up to 30% of the total works, which is the mark of eligibility. But shouldn't he get some form of other recognition from the Grammys?
Oh, he's definitely going to get a certificate for that. It's just that if you say let's say it was or Sensation that picked up the awards, then he would have gotten a trophy as well because he contributed to that song. But because it's the entire album, he would get a certificate for the songs that, he also contributed towards the album that picked up the award. So he's definitely, that's why I use the word recognition to say, you know what, it's not like the situation where Brown Skin Girl and Wizkid and Beyonce, he contributed to that song. It was that song that won the award. So that's why Wiz got the Grammys and stuff. So yes, he is going to get recognized and double recognition because, like I said, it's and as well as sensational.
Right. I guess we can only say better luck to Davido next time. He has this new album 5 coming out very soon. Perhaps that could help him get the evasive trophy, right?
That's right. And everyone else who's watching us here on channels just has to know the deadlines for submission of music. So from now till maybe, mid or August of next year. I don't have the exact dates, but of course, we're always going to be on air with you. And I would always give that information for people to know. Quickly send in your song. So I know that Liz Morayo would have already qualified because it would have been from 2024, till a set date in 2025, so he can qualify to submit his music for the Grammy board to consider it if he's interested in doing that. I'm talking about Wiz with his brand new album Mariah that came out last quarter. So there's time now for a lot of artists to start submitting their music, making friends with Academy members, letting them give them the opportunity to put their songs out, and fingers crossed, and your life changes. So I'm just so excited. I'm really excited, for us this year. I'm excited for Tems, her mom's birthday. She shouted her mom's birthday. The guys were looking great on the red carpet. Yemi Alade all up in her red with her red crown. Ashake and Rema, I don't know if it was a military gear, but the fit was tight. You know what I mean? They were looking just fit, just super lit. And of course, who else again? Yes, our beautiful Tems. She was there with her gold and black, and it was just great. And Abidem, if you don't mind, I would like to talk about the few highlights for last night at the Grammys. I want to shout out.
Hold your fire.
Go on, tell me.
Of course, I will allow you to speak about a few other highlights. But before then, the presence of Afrobeat was so strong at the Grammys last year. We had multiple nominations in different categories and also had Burna Boy perform on stage at the televised events. This year, we didn't have as much exposure as we would have loved. Would you say this is a result of having less impact on the global music stage for 2024?
I mean, we could attribute that to it because, the noise for 2020, the noise for 2023, 2022 wasn't as loud, as, it was for 2024. But like in all music, sometimes you have your quiet moments where you are building before you now bust the bubble. I would like us to look at 2024 as a year of reminiscing, as a year of creativity, as a year of busting the bubble. I mean, for example, look at the fact that Rema got nominated for his album, that was out in 2024. So he must have had time to, create and grow. I bet he didn't even think he'll be nominated. And also remember as well, Abidemi, that the nominees also get a little trophy that they give them on the nominees night, the first party that's held for all nominees. So when they go to that party, they give them this nominees trophy. It's actually something you wear around your neck. So it's like, like what you get for the Olympics and stuff. That, that on its own has merits. It just shows that, okay, you're a nominee for life. So whether we like it or not, we're going to say Rema nominee, Grammy, Yemi Alade nominee for Grammy. So it just shows that we use 2024 to grow, to learn a hard lesson as well. And I'm sure come 2025, there will be more presence. I would have liked us to be on stage performing, at the Grammys, but we had Shabuzi representing us. He's also Nigerian. I feel like next year there will be more performance on stage. It's just for us to ask. You know, you got to ask like Bernadette. You got to ask. Got to say, you know what? I want to do this. And my song deserves to be on the stage. My song deserves to perform at the Grammys, you know, and rightfully so. We should get more presence in 2025, this beautiful year we're in.
Well said, Sheila. Let's keep our fingers crossed and, of course, put in the works to get us a bigger size of the global industry. Now, let's close with some other highlights. For me, Kendrick had a big night, didn't he?
Yes, yes. He was my first one. Kendrick had a beautiful night. He swept the 5 categories that he was nominated for. And it's a big deal for hip hop to actually get, you know, the record of the year. You know, these are things that you expect from Sabrina Carpenter and, you know, the pop artists. But hip hop did it. So that's why it's very promising for Afrobeat in the future. Because I've always said that Afrobeat is following the trajectory of hip hop. You know, a sound that's big and a sound that's here to stay and a sound that's going to keep growing. If you look at our history, it's so similar. So shout out to Kendrick Lamar for actually picking up all 5 of the awards he got nominated for. He made history, you know, and again, it was for the diss song, Not Like Us. So God knows how Drake is feeling right now. But hey, shout out to Kendrick. Another one again is Beyonce. You know, she lost an opportunity to win, you know, the album of the year 4 times in the previous Grammys. But this year she picked up an award for her own genre, you know, for Cowboy Carter, becoming the first Black woman since 1999 and the 4th in the show's history to take home that top honor. So imagine being snubbed by the country folks, but the Grammys are like, it's a good song, good album. So yeah, we're going to recognize you for that. So shout out to her for that. The Grammys also used this year to raise money to support, you know, we talked about it as well in the past, Abidemi, to support, you know, the fires and, you know, those that are going through a lot, you know, because of what's happened, you know, in LA. So a lot of money was raised for that. And on the low was Kanye West. Abidemi, did you see Bianca? I don't know what those two were thinking. First and foremost, he wasn't even invited to the Grammys. Then he comes to the red carpet. Of course, it's Kanye, because the Grammys are funny. You got to show your tickets to come in to the red carpet and all that. But he's Kanye, so I'm sure nobody asked for his ticket. It was Kanye, his wife, and 5 other people walked through to the red carpet and then did the red carpet, and his wife Bianca was nude. That is just indecency, and for me, it was so distasteful. But as soon as the Grammy officials found out that Kanye was on the red carpet, they stopped him and they escorted him out because, first of all, you got to be invited. Secondly, come on now, nudity. That's taking art to a different level. I don't know what's going on, but hey, you know, that was crazy. What do you think, though? What do you think about that? What's your opinion on that, Bidemi?
Now you're putting me on the spot. Well, honestly, I think at this point he needs to snap out of always wanting to be the center of attraction. The night's about celebrating music on the world stage and not about Kanye. And of course, I think he should show more respect to his wife. With that said, now I must thank you so much for joining us again. And now we must let you go catch some rest. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Davido. I look forward to hanging out with you real soon. So shout out to everyone at Channels, and I hope everybody watched the Grammys, and we're looking forward to 2025.